Hi, I'm Michaela Bedgood, and today I'm going to be making a volcanic-like eruption using baking soda and vinegar. So to do this, we're going to need a paper towel, your baking soda, a clear bottle, your white vinegar, and then just for cleanup purposes, we're going to also be using a towel. So first, I'm going to pour the white vinegar into a measuring cup just because it has that pour spout. It'll be easier to pour into the bottle. Don't want to make any unnecessary messes. Set that aside. Then we are going to unfold our paper towel. We're going to sprinkle some baking soda out onto it. Then we are going to fold up our paper towel, just like so. We're going to grab a little bit so it'll fit in the bottle. Then you don't need the cap for the bottle, you can just set it off to the side. You just need a clear container. So now we're going to set our baking soda filled paper towel into the bottle. Just put that down in there. So it's all down here. Well, the whole paper towel is taking up the whole thing, but the baking soda is down here. Now let's go ahead and take our towel and put on the floor because it will go everywhere. So set that down. And now we're going to take our bottle with the baking soda, paper towel in it, and we're going to take our white vinegar we poured into the measuring cup on the towel. We're just going to add some white vinegar in. And it is bubbling up and making a volcano-like eruption. Gonna keep going. Let's add a little bit more vinegar, because why not? And it's going again. Definitely does make a mess. I highly recommend using a towel. And then you can actually see that the paper towel has completely came up and now it's just white vinegar down here. So I'm gonna fold that up, put that back in there. Bubbles a little more because there's a little more baking soda left in that paper towel. Not enough to have a giant reaction. So let's set this off to the side. Let me move this towel. Set that over there. So during the demonstration, I mixed vinegar and baking soda together. After I poured the baking soda onto the paper towel and wrapped it up, I placed it into the bottle. I then poured vinegar into the bottle as well. When the vinegar and baking soda came into contact with each other, a chemical reaction began to take place. The mixture quickly began to foam up with carbon dioxide gas. The reaction continued to form carbon dioxide gas until all the baking soda was used up. As the reactants that fuel the chemical reaction was consumed, there was nothing left to form the product of the CO2. Now let's take a dive into understanding why, when mixed together, baking soda and vinegar create a chemical reaction. A common way to create a chemical reaction is to combine an acid and a base. When an acid and a base are placed together, they react to neutralize the properties of both the acid and the base in this scenario. This is the chemical reaction we are able to observe, as we have seen. Mixing the baking soda and vinegar together produces a chemical reaction, and this is for the reason that vinegar is an acid, a weak acid at that, and baking soda is a base, also a weak base. And as I have previously stated, when an acid and a base are introduced to one another, a chemical reaction takes place. And this is why when baking soda is mixed with vinegar, there is a chemical reaction of carbon dioxide gas being produced. And that is what made the volcano reaction that went all over the floor. And yeah, I just hope everyone is able to do this. It's a really fun experiment you can do. You literally only need baking soda and vinegar. I just used a measuring cup because it would have been easier to pour, and a towel to make it an easier cleanup. But yep, that's the science behind it. I hope everyone is able to do something like this. It was a really fun experiment.